The photograph should have shown an empty hallway. Instead, it captured a figure standing directly behind Mara, even though she was alone in the house. Mara drops the camera when the figure appears closer in the second photograph. She has not moved, but something in the house clearly has. A knock suddenly comes from the locked front door. Then a man's voice says her name, followed by 3 words that make her freeze: "Don't turn around." Mara turns anyway. The hallway behind her is empty, but the camera on the floor has taken another photograph without being touched. The stranger identifies himself as Elias and claims someone entered through a hidden passage. Mara refuses to open the door until he tells her how he knows the house. Elias says the house was abandoned for 14 years. Mara knows that cannot be true because her partner purchased it only 6 months earlier. Before Mara can answer, the lights upstairs switch on one by one. Elias stops speaking, and his cloudy eye remains fixed on the ceiling. Mara finally unlocks the door. Elias enters without looking around, as if he already knows exactly where the danger is waiting. He leads her toward a sealed corridor hidden behind renovation panels. Mara notices fresh scratches around the frame, all pointing inward. Elias says he heard footsteps beneath the floor earlier that evening. Then something knocks from inside the sealed passage. Mara backs away as the knocking becomes rhythmic. 3 strikes stop them both, followed by a 4th from somewhere directly behind her. The hallway camera flashes. Its new image shows Mara and Elias standing together, but a 3rd silhouette is visible between them. Elias immediately pulls the camera's memory card. He warns Mara not to look at the remaining photographs until they reach daylight. Mara ignores him and checks the oldest image. It shows the same hallway before renovation, with a wooden figure standing beside the sealed passage. The wooden figure is gone from the photograph when Mara looks again. Elias takes the image from her and suddenly recognizes the markings on its chest. He refuses to explain what the markings mean. Instead, he tells Mara they must leave immediately, but the front door has already locked itself. Mara searches for another exit while Elias checks the windows. Every latch is secured from the inside, and none of them can be opened. A faint wooden scraping sound travels across the ceiling. Elias looks toward the attic and quietly tells Mara that the figure has moved. Mara demands the truth. Elias finally admits he has seen the wooden figure before, but never inside a house that was still occupied. The hatch suddenly opens by itself. Something falls onto the floor between them, a photograph taken from inside Mara's bedroom only seconds earlier. The photograph shows Mara asleep in her tent, taken from an angle that should be impossible. Elias recognizes the location and refuses to explain. Mara realizes the photograph was taken before Elias arrived. Suspicion shifts toward him, and she quietly takes the heavy flashlight from the floor. Elias notices her movement but does not resist. Instead, he points toward a narrow stairwell hidden behind the attic wall. They descend into darkness and find a room untouched by the renovation. Old equipment covers the walls, including dozens of cameras aimed toward the living spaces. Mara discovers every camera is connected to the same recording system. The newest files begin recording only after she moved into the house. One file is labeled with tomorrow's date. Mara opens it despite Elias warning her not to, revealing footage of the room they are standing in. The recording shows Mara running toward the exit while Elias lies unconscious nearby. Then the wooden figure walks slowly into frame. Mara shuts the monitor off. A heavy impact immediately shakes the room above them, followed by a second impact closer than the first. Elias tells Mara there is another exit beneath the storage room. He has never used it because the passage was sealed from the outside. They uncover the hatch and find fresh mud around its edges. Someone has recently entered from below. Mara hears footsteps beneath the hatch. Elias raises the flashlight, but the sound suddenly stops. The hatch opens from below. No one is there, only a small metal key resting on the lowest step. Mara picks up the key and immediately recognizes the engraved symbol. It matches the carving on the wooden figure. Elias admits the figure was built by the house's former owner. He claims it was never intended as decoration. According to Elias, the mannequin was used to test whether people could be watched without realizing it. Mara asks why it is moving now. Elias has no answer. A camera above them suddenly rotates toward Mara and begins recording. Mara throws the flashlight at the camera, destroying it. The remaining monitors instantly switch on together. Every screen displays the same hallway. At the end of it stands the wooden figure, facing directly toward the cameras. Elias tells Mara they have only minutes before the recording reaches its final sequence. She demands to know what happens next. He says the person being watched always disappears. Mara realizes the footage has been following victims, not protecting the house.